Addiction, dependence, harm. How many of us think, not my kid, not my family, and not my community? There are many faces of addiction with broken dreams and broken promises. Their story begins at the heart of the battle, pain and loss.
They said he went into cardiac arrest because of the asthma, and Caleb died that day. My substance use increased, and I didn't want to live anymore. I wanted to be with my son.
The people around me, I didn't want to know. I didn't want them to know that my life was flipped upside down. I didn't want to be another one of the kids that their parents get divorced.
I had a horrible car accident. There was a lot of pressure. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, health-wise.
I had been sexually assaulted, and I went to a very rough domestic violent marriage.
As long as I can remember, I've always been angry, just upset, mad at the world, and I didn't know why, and I couldn't find anything to help me out. So I started hanging out with the wrong people. It was between E and Spice, and did bath salts a little bit in there. Roxy's, Oxys, everything and anything.
I said I would never do heroin, and to the end of my addiction, that's exactly what I was doing. Well, addiction robbed me of a lot of things. I've lost several decent jobs. I've lost a wife, family.
I was drinking every night because I was going home and having terrible, terrible nightmares. And the only way I could relieve that is to drink.
Nobody saw how much I was drinking, and I feel as though that happens to a lot of teens. Once they realize that they got their feet in the water and nobody realized, they're gonna get deeper and deeper and deeper until they drown, and then somebody's like, what happened?
I began smoking at the age of 19. I was just trying to fit in like everybody else, and it kept me calm. And then I got in touch with Cancer Services, and when I quit smoking, the things that were really helpful was, having that determination. And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
A lot of times kids don't know how to communicate to adults or communicate their feelings, so they feel like they need to kind of open the door. And a lot of times the door is presented by negative things. I got connected with Kim that works for Family and Children through counseling.
I want that high school diploma. I wanted it. I could not come back to school without a counselor. She said I needed to see somebody. I needed to try and figure out what was going on. Since I've been in counseling, it's just, I have control of my own life.
It was just like everything closing in. And I talked to Shelter House, and we called 1016, and I got into detox.
Well, after residential, I went to 1016 for outpatient therapy. One of my hopes and dreams is to be a peer support specialist, counselor in the community. I can work with the individuals on a one-to-one basis. It helps not only my self-esteem, but my self-worth, inspiring them to go one more day without using drugs or alcohol.
It's a big shock coming from treatment back into the real world. And the Isabella House, which is opening, I am glad to say that I'm going to be part of, and we're going to be gardening, and we're going to do life skills out here.
My life has changed in a lot of ways. The food does taste great. I barbecue more. It tastes really good.
I wouldn't have known anything about this if it wasn't for Kim. And this was really a blessing to me and my family, because I was able to tell them what I knew, and I was able to communicate with them right. And I can't see myself going back to the old me because I'm so happy now.
Don't let into the peer pressure or the ideas that this is the answer, this is the answer. It's not the answer. You have the answer, you do. My answer was always there, I just never realized it. It's me, I'm the answer, I can make my own choice.
These are our kids, our families, and this is our community. Because of your support, we are changing the story of those struggling with addiction and creating hope and new beginnings.
I don't know if I could ever really tell them how grateful I am I think I can show them by going out and being all I can be.
It really showed me that I have a future and I matter, and that's the best feeling in the world, and I couldn't be more thankful.
I am very grateful for the services that were there, that were available for me to quit smoking.
You gave me my life back, and I don't know how more grateful I could be than that. I've learned to care about me again, and I never thought that would ever happen.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to have a chance to change my life, a second chance at life.